Welcome everyone. Welcome, my friends. Welcome and welcome. Do me a favor, let everyone else know I'll be right back. Okay? I'll be right back. Thank you. I promise you. Just 1 sec. Tell me why. Excellent. 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 Hey guys, how you going? What's happening? Sorry, I just had to grab a hot drink. My throat's been cactus. Also, a quick one to those that watch this in replay. I wanted the first thing you see when the live stream starts, if you watch this in replay, to be a welcoming smile. So I did a forced kind of smile that kind of came across looking more serial killer, psychopathic kind of, but it was my best try. Why, Orion? Well, I find this as a rule, and I've watched a lot of live streams from autistic YouTubers. As a rule, most live streamers start live streams really up and excited, and some of them have these like produced packages at the start. God only knows. And you know, that's cool. But then most autistic people, this is my impersonation of how a live stream by an autistic YouTuber starts. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. You ready? Okay. Live stream starting. Here we go, everyone. Get ready. I guess we're live. Though nobody's here, so there's no way of knowing. Will anyone ever come? I don't know. I guess I can just wait. What about the people that watch this from the start and replay? The people that watch this from the start and replay are never going to watch this because they're going to turn it on and they're going to see him, you know, stone face, and then him talking or her talking to themselves, going, "Where's the people? Am I on? Do I even know if I'm on?" Oh, and then people rock up, right? This is the next step, my impersonation. I'll tell you when the scene's over. My next step in the impersonation is, hi, everyone. There's 3 people there. Hi, everyone. Great to see you all here. There's 4 people now. Just quickly, can you see me and hear me okay? That's right. Autistic YouTubers start a live stream like it's a business meeting on Zoom. Can you hear me and see me okay? Well, I'm talking to you. So what do you think? Can you see me and hear me okay? Your video's off. Yeah, no, I know my video's off, but can you hear me talk? Yeah, I can hear you talk. I just can't see you. That's because my video's off. Oh, okay. Why is your video off? Because I feel that we can talk like people. Okay, great. So you can definitely hear me and see me. Okay, I'm only gonna spend another 5 minutes on the start of this live stream, guys, asking if you can see me and hear me, and pretending there's more people here than there is, and seen. How did I do, guys? How did I do? My impersonation of the start of a live stream by an autistic YouTuber. How did I go? I don't really care on the feedback. I'm just saying it rhetorically. Any idiot knows I did bloody well. Oh man. Okay. Thanks, Whitney. Did you hear that thing just came out of my throat? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah, I wasn't talking and something came out of my throat like a noise. It wasn't a burp. No, a burp's like it was like a frog. Wind it back. It was like a frog. It was yeah. And then I just turned into Shaggy. It wasn't me. Anyway, yeah, maybe it was a gurgle. Though I hear people say that in like true crime documentaries, the gurgling sound, which doesn't sound like a good sound to make. So anyway, yeah. You know, do you guys heard of Shaggy? He used to perform, and that was my impersonation of him. No, not Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Shaggy, like the singer rapper, and he had a song called "It Wasn't Me." It wasn't me. No, okay. Mr. Lover, Mr. Lover. He had a weird voice, right? He didn't talk like that. So I've spent time with him. I've talked to him, interviewed him, spent time with him in radio stations and at concerts when I was in radio, and he does not speak like that. In fact, he has clearly a very normal voice. In fact, I would class the guy as quite serious, in fact. Potentially even introverted. But on stage, he became Shaggy. I'm Mr. Boombuster. Yeah, that's right. You got it. They call me Mr. Boombuster. Anyway. So, apologies to people who have commented prior to me doing my impersonation and getting my drink. But it's great to see you here, guys. Welcome along. In reference to the title of my video, I'm wondering if people, again, have fallen into the trap of overthinking it. Have you fallen into the trap of overthinking the title of this live stream? And do you think it's got something to do with something serious? Tell me why. See what I did there? I used the title as a question to you. Tell me why. It's so. Is it bait? Interesting question. So you can go fishing for 12 hours and use bait, and it doesn't mean you catch a fish or reel it in. Tell me why that's bait. I'm not. That's like, I don't know. What's that? Like using a Sour Patch lolly to catch a fish? I'm not sure how that would work. I don't think that's bait, because if it is, it's a strange bait to have. Tell me why. Anyway, it's just a song in my head. You want to finish the song? I'll start the song, you finish the song, okay? Or we can do it together. I'll sing one part, you sing the next part, I'll sing the next part, you sing the next part. You can type it in the comments and sing it out loud, okay? You ready? Here we go. So I do the first part, you come in. You ready? Not yet, mate. Tell me why. Well, let's go. Sing it. Comments. What's the first one? I say, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Well done. Tell me why ain't. The heartache's the first part, and then the next part is ain't nothing but a mistake. There you go. Well done. And then there's one more. Tell me why I never want to hear you say, I want it that way. I just fell into the trap of doing my creepy voice, creepy lyrics, TikTok things I've been doing recently. I've had arguments with people about this song. They say, oh, it's a breakup song. It's a breakup song. It's a song they don't want to hear you say that. Like, I don't want to hear you say you want to. It's a strange way to break up with someone, but fair enough. Look, autistic carpool karaoke, Andrew, is a phenomenal idea. I appreciate it, my friend. It's a bloody phenomenal. I mean, so like the someone you want to break up with, for starters, you're autistic, so that's odd. But you want to break up with someone. Look, I know you don't want to hear this. And I know you don't want to hear me say this. I know. I don't have to tell you why. I know you don't want to hear me say this, and it's not a mistake. It's heartache, and I know you don't want to. I know you don't, but let me say it. I'm just going to tell you why. Okay, I'm just going to tell you why. I'm going to walk away. Okay, I want it that way. All right, thank you. Good night. Sorry. Sorry. What? You want it that way? What's? See, leading up to that, we didn't have a conversation on what that way was. I said, I'll ask you a question. I asked the why, and now you're saying you want it that way, but I'm not sure what does that mean? Oh, I'm breaking up with you. You what? You're breaking up? I want it that way? But what was the other way? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it's these songs, man. These songs, what the hell is going on with these songs? And by the way, I love them, by the way. I love them, by the way, just so we're clear. All right. Cyberfish, Brittany, huh? It's funny because what's interesting about Brittany is, the lyrics, the original lyrics were hit me up one more time. Hit me up one more time. In other words, call me. Please call me again. Please contact me again. Hit me up one more time. That were the lyrics. That's like, you know what? This doesn't sound right. So you want someone to call you just one more time. Okay, cool. So hit me up one more time. No, it doesn't make sense. I got a better idea. What lyrics can we use so people know that I'm saying I want you to just call me again? Please call me again. Please call me again. I know, I get it. Tell them to hit you. Sorry, what? Yeah, just say hit me. Hit you? Yeah, no, they'll get it. The people will get it. The people will get it. Just say hit me, baby, one more time, and they will get it. I promise you. They will know that you mean you want them to call you again. I think they'll think this is some sort of bad domestic violence thing. No. They won't get it. They won't. You think people are stupid. They're not. Just say, hit me, baby, one more time. They'll know you mean call me again. I promise you. You sure you shouldn't just say, hit me up one more time? Hit me up one more time. Doesn't sound right. Just need to. So, yeah, I'm just. Well, we might as well just say, punch me, baby, one more time if you think it's going to work. I mean, what are you talking about? No one knows that's what it meant. Whew. All right. That's right, Amanda. That's right. Where was the song that I did it for the first time? Oops, I did it just then. And if I do it again, I promise you I'll oops it again. But I haven't done it again yet. I'm just done it for the first. Oops, just did something bad. Right? Got lost in the woods. I don't know. Oops, just did something bad. So sorry about it. But I'll make a formal apology if it happens again. I'll make a formal apology. Okay. But right now, oops. I did a baddie. Oops, my bad. That should have been the first song. Oops, my bad. Oops, I did something bad. Oh, man. If I do it again, I'll sing it more. I've done something bad again. Let me make this right. Oops, I did it again. But I'm not going to apologize the first time. Second time, happy to do it. But can I just say, oops isn't an apology. Like, let's look at it logically. Let's say someone wrongs you, yeah? And you go, don't you ever do that to me again. I swear to God, that's unacceptable. No, right? 5 minutes later, they do it again. Yeah? 5 minutes later, they do it again. You demand an apology and they go, of course. Oops. Oops! I said an apology. What's oops? What are you trying to convey? I'm trying to convey I'm so sincerely sorry. Okay, but you said, oops, I did it again. That's not an apology. That's an acknowledgement you're a moron. Oops, I did it again. Ooh, I'm cheeky. Oops. Notice you get an autistic person to try and do the cheeky or the weird stuff and it just comes across creepy. Like, I'm sure there's some people that could go, oops, I did it again. I do it as like, oops, I did it. I want to punch my own face. I want to punch my own face when I saw myself do that. This is my theme song. Oops, I lost a subscriber. I lost so many views. Got kicked in the ass by people on Facebook. I'm not that talented. I think I pissed someone off. Oh no, I have to delete. The t-shirt. It's in the dirty basket. I'll go get it. Okay, I'll show you it in 1 sec. I wore it yesterday. Are those white dad shoes? They're socks. We call them socks in Australia. Socks. They're Bond socks. Like Robert Irwin. Robert Irwin, his undies ad in Bonds. Who wants me to recreate the Robert Irwin ad in Bonds undies, except not with a snake and a spider on my body right now? I'll make it happen. I can make it happen. If you want to, hang on. Poll started. I'm also going to go to live chat. You know, at the top there of the chat, at the top there's a drop down thing, and there's top chat, live chat. And I always have it on live chat, but it goes to top chat, and that really pisses me off. All right. Ernestine, how you going? I did a video yesterday, recorded the video yesterday, which got put out today. It's an unmasked, unedited, unmasked, unedited video. And it's about the RFK stuff in America, but I did an original video which was very tempered and logical and reasonable and quite quick. So go and check that out. And then this one is more of how it personally affects me and other people. So it's more of a personal experience. So it goes a lot bigger. And this is the t-shirt I was wearing. Everyone keeps asking me about it, so I'll show it. Okay, that's the shirt. That's where I got it from. Notice how I showed you the tag, but I didn't actually say any words out of my mouth. So I went and got dirty washing out of the laundry, brought it in and showed you. You happen to see what brand it is and what it says. That's your business. For me, you do what you got to do. Okay. Nevertheless, there was my original RFK response video, which is that's pretty quick, right? About 13, 14 minutes. And then the one I released today was an unmasked, unedited version, which is more personal. Okay. So if you want to get, and I added a lot more quotes that he said and responded to a lot more of his quotes. I also added, I've lost my train of thought. I also added more data. Of course, I like chocolate. Oh, Sean, you want an affiliate link? See, this is where I won't do any of that stuff because like I'm randomly showing you and where I got it from, but like I haven't ticked any boxes to do like product placement, so I can't do that on this live stream. What I will say though is if you've ever used it before, or you've ever if you can go and find any more of my shorts or longs where I have a t-shirt, it's in most of those videos, but I can't do it here. This is just a free-for-all. Now, how is our thing going? Should Orion recreate the Robert Irwin Bonds ad? Just to help you understand what I'm going to do, I'll go and get a few things, some props. Do you mind holding? Just talk amongst yourselves. Hold, please. We do have a big toy spider, but I can't really find it. But I have found the snake that he had around his neck. I'm not sure if you're allowed to hold your snake on a YouTube live stream. Anyway, So yeah, this is what I'd use to recreate the Robert Irwin thing, the snake around my neck. So I've got that. If you think that's something you'd like to vote for, so I'll put the snake here. The spider on the leg that he had, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find that. I can keep looking, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Okay, I'm being told it may be okay to hold your own snake on YouTube, just not someone else's. Okay, my apologies. That doesn't belong to me. Yeah, you don't. There was a snake, Tiger Star. Yeah, he had it. There was an ad, and he had a snake around his neck and like a huntsman spider on his leg, and they kind of like zoomed out. That was the whole ad. Jeffrey, hello. Anyway, I'd like to end the poll. So if more people can vote no, so I don't have to do this, that would be amazing. Do it right now. I could have a look. I want to find that spider, but it's going to take me forever. So it's bigger than my hand. All right. It's still 60-40 in the yes camp, which is not especially good for me. So yes, if you're hitting the like button, that's great, but I need you to vote no in the poll so I don't have to do this stupid Robert Irwin thing with my snake around my neck. Guess I'd have to take my t-shirt off, which isn't a good sight. That would be bad. Almost there. 44%. Just need you to vote no so I don't have to do this. Please. I think it publishes it once you hit end poll. I think it publishes the results. This is the issue. Okay, more people are voting yes than no. Well, this is awkward, huh? Oh, I'll give you a few more minutes and I'll go and try and find the spider. God knows I couldn't find my snake in time. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to say that I wasn't able to find the proper toy spider. So I've got a Lego one we have with people on it. So I've got my Lego spider on my leg and the my giant snake around my neck to recreate the Robert Irwin Bonds ad. But yes, do you like the Lego spider? It's pretty epic. It's got Harry Potter, apparently. And what's his mate in Harry Potter? Ed Sheeran. That's right. So it's got Harry Potter and Ed Sheeran from the movie Harry Potter. What's that? Okay. Yes, that's right. Ron. Right on. Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter and Ed Sheeran. Right on? Yep. No, people are saying right on. We abbreviate right on to RON. But right on? Yep, right on. Ed Sheeran, Harry Potter, right on. Or Ron, whichever works. Ron, right on. Don't have to keep saying Ron. I know it's right on. All right. You bastards, 58 to 42. All right. What's wrong with you people? Sickos. 76 votes. People have spoken. Not really. But anyway. All right, quickly tell your friends. Share the feed on your feeds and socials and platforms. Tell your friends. Get at people here. We've got 101 people. That's not enough. Let's get some people here. Let's make this happen. The Robert Irwin commercial recreation will happen very shortly. Okay. I don't know. How did we get to this? How did we get here? I don't know how we got here. Someone said about socks, shoes, bonds. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Right. I feel like this should be paid for content. Anyway, cool. All right, so the Robert Irwin, let's do it. Here we go. I'm not going to take my pants off. You can get stuffed. I'm not taking my pants off and sitting here in my boxes, but we can do the. Okay. Here we go. All right. Who's ready? I feel like people are leaving. So if people are leaving, I can't really do it. Like I say who's ready and 3 people leave the stream. That isn't a good sign. I will be honest with you. It's not a good sign. Okay. You're killing me, guys. I mean, you're just killing me. You're taking the mickey out of me. All right. So I'll recreate. Listen. I'll recreate this bloody Robert Irwin ad with my. I'll recreate this Robert Irwin ad with my Lego snake featuring Harry Potter and Ed Sheeran on my leg. And my snake's big enough to wrap it around my neck. What? I didn't say anything. What's your problem? So I can do that. Thank you. Okay. All right. I feel bad about this. I feel like there should be thousands of people here. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Just give me a second, okay? This is really embarrassing. Just 1 second. You've walked, Jen from Neurodivergent, if that's even your real name. I did a poll, okay, and people voted for me to recreate the Robert Irwin Bonds commercial, which is him in his undies with a real snake around his neck and a spider on his leg. So I've got my Lego spider with Ed Sheeran and Harry Potter, and my snake is big enough to wrap it around my neck. Okay, so bloody stupid, but give me a second. absolutely bloody stupid. Now listen, door just open, which is not a good sign. I'm going to go close it. Just don't look at my ass, you pervert. This is it. I'm doing this once. Okay, so you better get bloody ready. There's an ad in Australia. I'm telling you, you haven't seen it? Robert Irwin, naked with Bonds undies on. Mine aren't Bonds. They're Ralph Lauren. Don't judge me. Whatever. And what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Goddamn spider on my leg. Here we go. You ready? What's this ad about, by the way? Because all you can see is the snake and the spider. It's about your undies. You can't even really see my undies. You're more looking at my snake and my spider. It's about the undies, Robert. It's about the undies, mate. It's about the undies. What am I doing here with a snake and a spider and my top off? It's about the undies. All right. That's it. Well, that was creepy as all hell. Perverts. What the hell's wrong with you people? Absolutely bloody disgusting. I swear to God, I'm deleting this live stream once it finishes. We can't have that shit out in the real world. Okay, that was my impersonation, my recreation and impersonation of the Robert Irwin Bonds commercial. I'm sorry if I offended you or made you feel uncomfortable or it was yuck and you didn't like it. I was just trying to do humor. I mean, if it's on the 7 different types of webs in the next 5 minutes, I mean, I guess it'll help me with my views. I guess after the week we've had, it's good to have a nice laugh and a bit of fun. And the only way I can really do that is at my own expense. Anyway, I also apologize being the fact that I'm actually, really unattractive, overweight old man. That doesn't help. But the laugh is, the body wasn't Robert Irwin's clearly, nor was the face, nor was the snake or the spider. Anyway, all right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, what's happening now? So, overweight, you cannot be serious. I'm deadly serious, and don't call me Shirley. No, that's not the right quote. Didn't you see my guts? That's overweight, right? This is overweight. This is overweight, right? That's overweight. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me, anyway. But if Whitney, others, if you think I'm being a bit too hard on myself, I appreciate that. You get your credit cards out. I'll give you my brand new, newly opened pay-per-view website, and you can put your money where your mouth is. Doesn't exist. It's not. It's a joke. The door is open again. God damn it! How? I closed it. Oh man, this tea and honey is so good in my throat. I'm not joking. Black tea and honey. Well, yeah, you're right. Roger could be in here. My cat opens doors. That's true. You in here, Roger? I think so. By the way, those tariffs have ruined my company. I can't stay in business. I'm literally out of business. I'm an importer and an exporter of fine latex goods, but I'm done. I got no. I'm shot. Lester, hi Lester. I want to thank you for the last unmasked stream concerning RFK Jr. Where can I get one of those cure for the stupid people shirts, mate? Everyone wants that shirt. Everyone wants that shirt. I tell you what, I'll put a link. I'll put a link in that video. Right? Are you cool with that? We'll get the video. We'll get the link and we'll put it in that video. Because it's made by an Australian company, which is a really cool Australian company, and they ship worldwide. So you can get it in Canada and America and the UK and everywhere. But just got to work out where you would be able to get it. I think that will work the best. Yeah, with tariffs, though, you're right. With the tariffs, though. That's right. It's true. It's funny because it's true. Sorry, I'm sick. Thank you. Amanda and Sean are now becoming copyright pirates, apparently. Fantastic. Well, I'm happy to hear that, guys. Well done. I think I've got them. No, that was creepy. Really creepy. All right, stand by. For those that are interested in this bloody shirt, so you can shut up and stop talking about it. One sec. I'll test the link as well. See if it works. What's it saying? Okay. Orion Kelly sent you 20% off. Did I? I don't remember doing that, but apparently I did. Okay. Let me get that into the thing for you. I'll put it in the unmasked unedited video, because everyone keeps asking about it. So at least it makes sense that they can go there. So one sec. No. Sorry. Yeah, undressed, unmasked, unedited is a different video that I'm starting soon, but you'll need your credit card for that. Okay, here we go. I'm going into it now, so you can go to the comments, the descriptions. Oh, hang on, I could pin it. Okay, here's what we'll do. Okay, so I think we're done, guys. In the comments, I pinned it to the top. In the comments of my new unmasked, unedited RFK Junior video, I pinned it to the top, and it looks like you just click on the link for your corresponding country, and then it'll go to the website, and you'll be able to find that T-shirt. It doesn't go straight to that T-shirt. You got to go find it, but it's that's where I got it from. Okay. Hopefully that will appease you, my friends. You'll be appeased. Okay. What have I missed? I've been distracted, but what have I missed? Looks like people are still in the chat, are still talking about those that live in America, still talking about things happening over there. Obviously, the last couple of videos I've done has been based on that. So that's obviously been a tough week. I know Tay from Mum on the Spectrum has done quite a few videos already, and a live stream earlier today, which finished before I woke up Australian time. So that's really great that Tay's tackling it head on and helping you guys get through it. But yeah, it sounds like it's a really, really tricky time to navigate. That is for sure. But I mean, obviously, I don't want to go back over lots, because I mean, the video I put out today, the unmasked, unedited one, is very much about my reaction and thoughts on, the kind of the RFK Junior policies and comments, but also the broader damage that can do across the planet. It's one thing for it to affect Americans, but the effect it has on others is obviously not good. Focused lady, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Ernestine, that's you make good points there. They literally have people, autistic people, working for them who clearly can hold down jobs and pay taxes and uh, play baseball and write poetry. I mean, it's not a good list to make, by the way. It's not a good list to make. I think the biggest issue too is probably for a group like us, a group of autistic people, it creates even more conflict, and it creates even more, kind of distress and pain and suffering because even autistic people start to fight other autistic people. Everything becomes so conflict based and opinion based, and um, it's kind of ridiculous. So it's a really tough time. I absolutely can see that. I mean, I even talk about it in that video that I put out today. That um, you can get people who have different thoughts or feelings, but they go straight to just being aggressive or angry or hateful or whatever. And this is this is not the way to make it better. Yeah, it's a tricky scenario. I don't want to bore you guys going back over all this stuff because I know we're talking about a 1 hour unmasked video where I go over all of this and talk about this in detail. So, Brittany, sorry. Grammy Bear asked a question about alexithymia. They're wondering if it can cause brain fog and struggle to relate to anything if in burnout or stress for a long time. Yeah, so alexithymia as a standard um, like level of ability is lower than neurotypical people with regards to being able to understand, interpret, convey, empathize correctly with the emotions of you and others. So, if as a standard, having alexithymia means you struggle to work out your own feelings and emotions and convey those in a way where people understand correctly. A lot of times you might convey it, but it's wrong, or you might not be able to identify the right one. And then, of course, you've got to try and identify it from others, and you may struggle with that too, and you can't convey it or reciprocate it. And that's as a standard. So if you're just plain dysregulated, it's worse. But then if you're more than plain dysregulated, you're shutting down or melting down, it's even worse. And then if you're an autistic burnout, you may well just feel numb. You may well just feel like a rock. So that would be my opinion on that. Alexithymia means you're going to struggle with that on a good day. So you're definitely going to feel numb, like brain foggy, numb, or just emotionless. When you're dysregulated past the point of your brain being able to basically stay connected. It's look at it like during those periods, your brain just crashes and restarts. That can take time because you've got to really regulate yourself to kind of get it to restart. So that's absolutely an experience that would be quite common, I would have thought. And that's why it really does come down to relying on yourself to work out your triggers, your dysregulation triggers, and to then work out how you can help yourself either avoid those triggers, minimize them, or how you can regulate yourself once you've found yourself there. I have no control over people being able to or not being able to write things or ask questions. So I'm not sure why that would be the case for some people. It's Whitney, though. Thank you very much for your help on the stream. Again, thanks, Whitney, and have a great, well, for me, tomorrow's Friday, so have a great end of the week and weekend, and thank you for being here once again. Sorry if you have nightmares of my recreation of the ad. I apologize. Anyway. And we have been going for 56 minutes, so chances are, Amanda, I didn't know you were leaving. I thought you were still here, Amanda. I'm just saying this to Whitney because she said she's going. I would definitely do that when you leave or when I end the stream, but I was just doing it now for Whitney because she's physically said she's leaving. I hope that makes sense. So thanks, Whitney. I appreciate it. Yeah, just me warning you guys. Let's keep chatting, and if there's any important things to say or questions, to whack them up there so we can try and address them or get through them before we wind this up soonish. Just a opportunity to let you know. Some people might want us to restate a question or quickly say something, and that's absolutely fine. Now's the time to do it. Okay. Thanks, Brittany. Okay, Glam Bear. Has emotions, has trouble explaining the emotions. Yes, so that's alexithymia. Alexithymia isn't you don't experience things. Autistic people experience things. We experience things, and some would say we experience things heightened, and others it's it's hypo, which is an under experience. Either way, we experience things. We have emotions and feelings. It is in fact an inability to put labels on it. For example, if I'm feeling unwell or yuck or off or weird, someone might ask me, are you okay? And I might stop and think, and this is a real answer. I go, look, I'm feeling a bit whoopy. You're feeling a bit whoopy? I don't know what that means, but it's the best way that's the word that best explains what I'm feeling. I'm just feeling whoopy. You're feeling whoopy? What's whoopy? That's how I feel. So what do you mean? You're feeling sick? I don't know. It's hard to understand. I'm trying to work it out. Sad, happy. These are very black and white, right? So autistic people usually are very good at identifying that we're angry or we're happy, and there's nothing in between. It's the Jekyll and Hyde to some people, right? You're either happy or you're really pissed off, right? You're either happy or you're bloody sad. It's just black and white emotions, but there's so many emotions in between, and that's why it's hard. So it's not that you don't experience them; you do experience them, and I know you do. I know you said you do. Me helping you, there's not something I'm have the capacity to help you with more so than I can say yes. That's what we experience, and what I find is the only things that are going to be beneficial that might not help is one. You have to tell the people around you that you require longer processing time and to stop re-asking the question or pressuring you, right? So that's the first thing. We require longer processing time. It's absolutely ridiculous. A loved one will go, are you okay? 5 seconds later. Sorry, did you hear me? Are you okay? Well, are you? You okay? What's happening? Hello? Can you answer? Right? So every time they restate it, the brain stops processing. Doesn't continue to process because now it's focusing on this. So until you shut your pie hole, mate, you've asked me the question, shut your pie hole, let me process, and I'll get you an answer. Sometimes I'll say to people, they'll ask me a question, I'll say to people, hold please, we'll be right back. Our processing brain is working on other questions at the moment, but We'll be with you in just a moment. Just stand by. So creating stress-free environments will hopefully help you have a better ability to convey how you're feeling. And I mean, cryptic autistic, from your comment, it kind of made me think, a lot of times our outward expressions aren't how we feel, right? So when I'm actually angry or agitated or upset, people don't say anything. Like there's nothing wrong. And when I'm relaxed, absolutely peaceful and relaxed, people will go, "What's wrong? Are you okay? Is something happening?" Like, seriously, I'm at peace here, and you have to bring this shit in. It's the reverse. So that's one of the core kind of observations. Neurodivergent says there's 10 callers ahead of us, Jimmy. Am I a talkback host now, Jen? I don't even. Who are the other callers? Did you ask questions? Because I don't know. I can't see them. Caller number 3, you're on. Go. If only I could do that. That would make it so much easier. Just you all make a comment and it's a red flashing light, and I just push them one at a time and you get your comment. Caller 9, you're on the air. Oh, yes, g'day, Ryan. Long time listener, first time caller. And there's 10 calls ahead of us, Jen from Neurodivergent said, but I don't think she's ever asked a question on a live stream, ever. So I don't believe her for a second. She's never provided anything, any kind of context or content or anything apart from just lame jokes and saying hello to other people. I don't think she's ever asked a question. Echolalia activated. Cyberfish, my favorite comment of all time. Screenshot this. Someone. I feel like Jen from Neurodivergent should start her own YouTube channel instead of just spending all her time on yours. That may be my favorite comment of the century. Hey, Jen from Neurodivergent, have you ever considered starting your own YouTube channel? You should, mate. Have you? Have you ever thought about, because you could make videos once a month, maybe. That may well be. It's great to have fun. Thank you, Cyberfish. I appreciated that. And that really helped me. That got me up. She wouldn't be amazing, Amanda. She'd be okay. Yeah, she'd be. And the thing is, too, you got to like to start a YouTube channel. You at least need, look, number one, you need to be, able to talk, and you need to be able to really not be. What would I call her? Let's see. I'm trying to make this nice. A talentless, lazy bum with no personality. I think that's the nicest way. See, that's the problem. That's why it wouldn't work. You actually need to work. Her channel, there'd be, I don't know, 1 video a year. No, So it's a good idea. She should consider starting her own channel. I can't imagine. I mean, I reckon I've got a secondary podcast channel that probably has more subscribers and views than her. That's not true. That's not true. I know she's already got her channel. Don't worry, guys. Just joking. It's joking. Relax. I mean, it's not very good, but I'm just relax. Autistic Jenny says, I wouldn't take that, Jen. Maybe you wouldn't. She does. She does. I think it's the Colorado air. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think where she lives, it starves the brain of oxygen. And if you live there long enough, by the time you're her age, you're clinically brain dead. I think and is that right? And so her brain's been starved of oxygen for too long. And it's kind of like zombies, if that makes any sense. That's probably why it takes a lot of time with her. Yeah. Did you see the progress on my 3D printed calendar of the Earth? It's popping up, see? It's popping up. So every day you take it, there's 2. So I get to take this off tomorrow because tomorrow's 25th here. So you take one little bit of paper off each day and basically this hard ASMR. Shit, I almost took it off. Over the year, it goes down and the paper stays behind. So yeah, some blue, some white. The paper stays behind and creates a 3D printed paper Earth. Am I the only person that's excited about that? I think I am. I really love it. It's coming along. It's peaking out. I love it. So technically, if you watch my videos over the year, you'll see more of the Earth and you'll be able to date my videos by how much Earth you can see, as opposed to dating this live stream by how much of the moon you can see. You know what I mean? You know? Oh, I forgot to say, the boys went back to school this week, right? That's good, Orion. Fantastic. You get the rest of the week to yourself? No. Why is that, Orion? Tomorrow, Friday, is a public holiday. Huh? What's that? What do you mean? Yeah, that's right. We had Easter. We finished Easter. The kids go back after Easter. But then the first week back, they don't go back on the Monday. No Monday, because that's Easter Monday. What's Easter Monday? I don't know. Just a day, right? Don't go back on the Monday. What about we push them through till Friday? Can't do that. That's Anzac Day, public holiday. I mean, seriously, will I ever in the history of my lifetime get 2 minutes to do anything consistently? Incredible, man. Anzac Day is a military-based day. So stands for the Australian New Zealand Army Corps, I believe. Army Corps. So basically Australia and New Zealand, our armies, kind of fought together in world wars with the Allies, America, Canada, Great Britain, these kind of places. And for short, Anzacs. And we've made these things called Anzac biscuits, which I think are pretty delicious. I think they're bloody delicious. But Anzac Day is to pay respects to those that have served. And it's not just one war. It's all, current and past, present, serve people. I don't know. That's the wrong way of servicemen and women. So yeah. On the upside, though, to celebrate that, I get to watch football. And, this isn't a joke. Thank God for football for me. It keeps me sane. So I get, and even better, the team that I barrack for actually plays on Anzac Day every year. So the Bombers will take on the Magpies in an Anzac Day blockbuster with 100,000 people at the MCG. Yes. So, yeah. Tusk 18A1. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Go get a drink of choice Asavo before those kiddos get back. You deserve it. And I've already got those kids a couple of ice creams through this. Your turn, lest we forget. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Incredibly kind. Thank you. Brittany, when you refer to football, you're referring to what we call soccer here in the USA? She started me again. Not you, Brittany, but people. You've started me again. Started me again. No. I'm referring to Australian rules football, not rugby. Australian rules football, also known as AFL. So, AFL, Australian rules football, the Australian Football League. Rugby is a different sport played in Australia. There's the NRL, the National Rugby League. So rugby is definitely played in Australia. Rugby league and rugby. There's two different types of rugby, believe it or not. That's played in Australia. But the footy that I support is AFL. It has a similar thing. I'll show you. This is signed, this one, when I was part of an AFL team. You can see it's not dissimilar. AFL, Sharon, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, not dissimilar to NFL or rugby looking ball. Soccer's a round ball. So, yeah, for me, it's a sport I love to watch. In saying that, I love to watch most football. And then when the football season ends, luckily for me, when it ends in September, the NFL starts again, so I can watch American football while there's no football here. So that keeps me busy, which is cool. But it's tricky, isn't it? Trying to explain things to people that are from different parts of the world. So soccer exists. We play soccer in Australia, but we don't call soccer football. Although technically soccer is the original football. That's what it. But my understanding is the original word for that sport was soccer. But anyway, it is. So European people would refer to it as football, and soccer people would refer to it as football. And you use your foot more than most other sports. The idea that you would call the NFL football is strange, given the quarterback throws the ball, the receivers receive it, they run, and they just run over a line, sometimes an invisible yellow line, and other times the touchdown line. The only time it hits a foot, really, is to kick it back or to try and score, blah, blah, blah. So technically not really football, but that's okay. In AFL, pretty much the only way you score is, like, you can't run and score. The only way you score in AFL in my footy is by kicking it, but you're still holding it and running with it. Anyway, it's when you think about it, if I said make a ball with your fist, like roll it up into a ball, or make a ball with your fist, like you're gonna make a spherical thing. Right? If I said, hey, take this and roll it into a ball, you're not gonna get that and then roll it into a football that I showed you, yeah? Mate, get that pastry for me and roll it into a ball. There you go. That's not a ball. I said roll it into a ball. That's not a ball. What the hell was that? Right? So technically, footballs actually have no place being called balls. They're not footballs because they're not balls. Do you see what I'm saying? Aren't balls round and spherical? Isn't that what a ball is? What's a golf ball look like? Round and spherical. Tennis ball? Round and spherical. Basketball? Round and spherical. Soccer ball? Round and spherical. You see what I'm saying? Don't you think it's weird? It's not. I don't understand. Balls do come in different shapes and sizes. That's true. They shouldn't though. When we're talking about football, yes. Amber, if you wanted to know what we're talking about what makes a ball. What is a ball? It's a ball. What's a ball? And I say a ball is round and spherical. Therefore, most footballs aren't actually balls. Because they're more like alien spacecraft shaped, right? So, yeah. But I don't want to get caught into an argument about whose balls are better. I'm not going to fall down that trap again. Okay. Shaped like a foot. SNL sketch. Okay. Well, you know, that's not really an Australian thing, but we do see bits and pieces from time to time. But that's cool. Samantha, my autistic daughter here in the UK is obsessed with huntsman spiders. Do you like them? Absolutely. They're really great. Really they're fantastic at pest control. And they're frankly really quite docile or harmless to humans. But I mean, I haven't got small hands, but they're absolutely, you're absolutely going to see them from my hand size to bigger. But it's not like, like tarantulas and stuff, the big ones, like it's not like they got this massive body. What makes them big really is their legs, if that makes sense. But I don't think they jump on you, Amanda. If that's not my experience, no, not really. Like sometimes you'll be in the car and you're driving and you're just driving along having a good time, and you'll put your your sun shield thing down, your little thing, you flap that down to block the sun out, and there'll be one on the back there like that, right in your face, and you're driving. It won't jump on you. So just bottom line is every Australian's done it. It's a rite of passage. You wind your window down and you just kind of swat it out the window. So it won't try to bite you or jump on you. It happened to my autistic son, Conan, last year. We're driving home from school, and he was sitting in his seat in the back, and then he looked to his window, and above his window on the inside of the car was a big huntsman just sitting there. So, yeah, they're big, but they certainly, like they're not going around biting people and people are dying, and they're bloody great at pest control. So you really, you definitely wouldn't go out and just trying to find them and kill them. Absolutely not. If you're in your house, you can take them out, but they're really great at little pest control stuff. So I think they're fantastic. But I mean, if you're going to be scared of spiders, it's the tiny ones with, like in Australia, it's the redback and the funnel web spider, these types of spiders. And they're not messing around. I mean, they're not messing around. Like redbacks, which kind of like black widows, I think in America, that's the redback spider in Australia. You don't want to get bitten by that. And they're very, very, what would you call it? Reclusive, right? You don't want to mess with them, and you don't want to get bitten by it. That's for damn sure. So yeah. So the smaller they are, the worse they are in Australia, and the bigger they get, the better they are, right? If you can fit Ed Sheeran and Harry Potter on it, you're safe. That's my mantra. If Ed Sheeran and Harry Potter can fit on your spider, you're sweet. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, and attacked by a kangaroo? No, no, but they are everywhere. I mean, we could drive back to the shops and school and look, and there'll just be, like a mob of kangaroos, like a big group of kangaroos just chilling on the grass on a paddock or a field on the side of the road, just chilling. And then dusk and dawn, you just stay away. So yeah, it's nothing to be worried about. Kangaroos, Amanda? No, kangaroos don't bother you. Kangaroos aren't interested in going into your environment and bothering you. They're interested in just staying in their natural feeding grounds and their natural pathways they travel. They've got no interest in coming, into your yard and picking a fight with you. Like these America's Funniest Home videos which by the way, if it's a picture of someone getting attacked by a kangaroo, it sounds like it's an Australian video. But anyway, yeah, no, they're not going to just come into your, space and start boxing you. Like these kind of videos you see, that's people going into their space. So it's no different as saying, I can't believe I went surfing today and, got bit by a shark. What's like, you went into their space. You can't complain. So, yeah, there's no issues. I've never, in my entire life living in Australia, I've never had one issue where I've felt like a kangaroo is going to come into my space and endanger me. Like, no, definitely not. You wouldn't be stupid enough to just wander into their space and just walk up to some, big ass kangaroo. Because trust me, when they actually get up, they're big. You wouldn't do that. But anyway, V, I just wanted to reach out and say you're achieving your purpose. You've been such a huge help for me as a late diagnosed autistic woman, as well as the community you've built. I'm pretty sure that sounds like what I was talking about near the end of my unmasked video that I just put out. I referred to all this work we've done, and I feel like it's all gone to waste. And what have we achieved? So that means a lot. Thank you very much. And Jen, neurodivergent, you asked me about, sorry, the comments are flying. A while ago, you asked me about my favorite or my NFL team if I had one. Only because it's the closest team to Ontario, Canada, where like half my family is from. So like I feel like it's kind of like my home team, the Buffalo Bills. It's and I think I've said that before on a stream, but yeah. Okay. I don't know about blindness and astigmatation or stigmatisms. Sorry, in autistic people, prevalence and things. It's not something I've talked about before. It's definitely something I can take on board as a suggestion for a topic to look into, but I've got nothing on that at the moment. I'm sorry. All right, that's a good an hour and a half is good. So, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Amanda, thank you for hanging back till the very end and helping me. It's been amazing to have you here to help me. So thank you for sticking around after Whitney left and keeping everything safe. So well done. Thanks, Amanda. Appreciate your help and effort as always. Apart from that, half god, half beast. Hey, apart from that, thank you everyone for being here and enjoying my experience. given the exposure I provided the world, I think I should probably, once this finishes, I should delete this so it cannot be rewatched as a live stream, because I'm not sure how well my recreating the Robert Irwin, half naked underwear ad with a snake and a spider, me and my underwear, will go down. So I feel like maybe I should delete this live stream as soon as I finish it. I think that will make the most sense. If you think I'm overreacting, you can let me know. Yes, I think that's, don't know, that's probably the best idea. It's just between you and me, yeah? All right. So thank you everyone for being here. Focus Lady, thank you. Thank you everyone. I do appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me. And I know it's been a while, a long time, in fact. The school holidays and being unwell, and my throat's still not back to normal. But I appreciate it. And thank you for supporting my videos recently. I'm just trying to provide information and insights, but also some validation and support. So thank you. Sorry, Cryptic Autistic. It was a long time between. I apologize. I was sick and it was holidays. All right, guys. You're the best around. Nothing's going to ever keep you down. See you guys. Thanks for being here, everyone. Bye. Sickos.